So you might be asking yourself, Mario, why do we use negative b over 2a to find the vertex of a quadratic? That's what we're going to talk about in this video, and you'll understand why when we're done. So when you think of a quadratic equation, this is like a second degree polynomial equation. It's in this form, ax squared plus bx plus c. But what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite it into the vertex form, which we know is this form here, y equals a times x minus h squared plus k, by completing the square. So when we complete the square, the first step is you want to move this constant to the other side of the equation. So we have f of x minus c is equal to ax squared plus bx. The second step is you want to factor out this leading coefficient. So we're going to say this is equal to a times x squared plus bx plus blank. The third step is you want to take half of this b value and square it. So when we take half of that b value, now when I factor out this a, this becomes b over a, right? Because I'm dividing out an a. So you take half of this middle coefficient, b over a, you divide it by 2, and you square it. So that's how you complete the square. Now when you divide by 2, it's the same as multiplying by 1/2. So this would be like b over a times 1/2, which comes out to b over 2a, the quantity squared, which is b squared over 4a squared, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add right here b squared over 4a squared. But if I add this out of thin air to the right side of the equation, I have to counterbalance it by adding it to the left. But notice that it's being multiplied by a. So this a and one of these a's in the denominator cancel. So we're really adding b squared over 4a to the right side. We have to add b squared over 4a to the left side to keep the equation balanced. So now what we have here is we have f of x minus c plus b squared over 4a is equal to a. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor this. Now we've already set it up as a perfect square trinomial. When you factor it, it's going to factor to x plus b over 2a, the quantity squared. Okay, and you can verify that by writing this twice, and foiling, you'll get back this original quantity here. Now when I complete the square, you can remember that this term here is always going to be half of this middle coefficient. If this was minus b over ax, this would be minus b over 2a. So it's always half of this middle coefficient. Now the last step is let's get f of x by itself by adding this quantity here to the other side. So if we do that, we get f of x is equal to a times x plus b over 2a, the quantity squared. I'm going to add c, and I'm going to subtract b squared over 4a. And I'm just going to put that in parentheses, treat it like a group. So now it more closely resembles this vertex form, where our vertex of our parabola is going to be at the opposite of b over 2a, so negative b over 2a, comma, this is our k value, which is our y-coordinate of our vertex, that's c minus b squared over 4a. And that's your vertex of your quadratic. Now I'm going to show you a more concrete example, but this is a little bit complicated, a little bit tougher to memorize. So usually what we do is we say, let's just remember that negative b over 2a is the x-coordinate of our vertex. We'll plug it back in to solve for our y-coordinate of our vertex. So if we were to look at this example right here, negative b over 2a, that means the opposite of b, so it'd be the opposite of 12, which is negative 12, over 2 times a, which in this case is 3, which comes out to negative 12 over 6, which is negative 2. That's the x-coordinate of our vertex. Now, if we take the negative 2, put it back in for both of these x's, we can solve for the y-coordinate. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got 3 times negative 2 squared plus 12 times negative 2 plus 1. Make sure you do the order of operations, parentheses, exponents, then multiplication. So negative 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12 plus negative 24 plus 1. So this is negative 12 plus 1 is negative 11. And there's our vertex of our parabola. That's the point right here where the parabola bends. So a lot of times students are wondering, where does that negative b over 2a come from? It comes from completing the square and looking at this h value, this x-coordinate of our vertex. So great job if you're able to follow this video. I'll see you in my other videos.